back, guys, to another episode of Central Oregon Shenanigans. Today, we're going to be working on an oil change in the excursion, some other things. If you're tuning into this video for the first time, please give it a thumbs up. Comments do go down below. Hit that subscribe button. And what's the point of having a four-wheel drive if you don't lift it up and on big tires, if you don't try it out? Today I'm out in some BLM land here, and an old famous hill climb that I used to go over in my old truck back in high school. Let's see if the excursion can climb over these rocks and get down this hill. I'll show it to you real quick. Big old jaggedy rocks, boulders, and then you gotta go down this sucker into this pit. They use military trucks out here to train on this. As you can see, there's some military truck tires. I had to test and see if the four-wheel drive works. Yeah, this is cameras don't do this any justice, but this is a big pit, and this is not an easy. I mean, that dip right there is probably a 3-foot incline right there. I'm interested to see when I get home to put this on the editor if this feels like it's got lockers in the front or something. It feels different in the front end. We'll see. Definitely just crawled right up here though. I'm having fun this morning. I haven't done something like this in years. I haven't done any off-roading in years. I'm being easy with her. I'm not gonna hurt her. Pretty impressed with it though. I'd like to go up and do some snow wheeling maybe soon before the snow goes away. Beautiful truck, I like it. Needs a bath now. All right, guys. So let's stop playing around here. Get her back into two-wheel drive. I've got to go sell the canopy off the dually. And enjoy this video. This morning was actually today, Sunday, video that's coming out. I hope you enjoyed tinkering around off-road a little bit. I enjoy it this morning. Kind of get out by myself and go do something. If you're tuning into this video for the first time, give it a thumbs up. Comments go down below. Hit that subscribe. Now we're gonna go back to last weekend when I did the oil change and fixed the turn signal on this. If you guys don't like wind noise, just don't watch this next part. I wasn't gonna post this video up, but we're gonna go ahead and do the oil change, which I really don't go through too much. Mostly we talk about the front clip that's on here, the 2005 grill and bumper, and fix the wiring harness that they blotched. I cut a lot of it out, but there's some wind noise. It's kind of hard, but if you guys want to watch the video to the end, this is from last weekend, doing an oil change on this and fixing the turn signal. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go sell a canopy and play a little bit more off-road here and then head back to town. Thanks for watching. See you next time, or see you at the end of the video, whatever. All right, guys. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Central Oregon Shenanigans. Today, we're gonna do some maintenance on the new Excursion. It's sat for a long time, and I do believe it needs an oil change. We don't have any records, so we're gonna start with a fresh oil change. Not gonna film that. I already drained the oil out. I wanted to show you guys something, though. I see this a lot with Tritons, and it's nothing to be concerned about. In the wintertime, you'll get a little milkiness on the oil cap, and a lot of people like freak out that they think that their head gaskets are blown. If you were getting a lot of condensation in your oil, it'd come up on the stick here. You can see I pulled the stick this morning, stopped shaking. It looks good. Dirty, but good. No condensation in the oil. For today's project, we're gonna go with Castrol high mileage GTX 1030. I know this engine takes 530. I've ran nothing but 1030 in my Triton 4.6 for the last 100 and some thousand miles, and that it does really well in that. So yeah, we're gonna run 1030. I also always use the Ford Motorcraft oil filter with all my Triton, and even my Power Stroke. Even with my Power Strokes, I use Motorcraft filters. I'll catch you in a minute after I get the oil change done, and we'll talk about our next step, what we're gonna do today. I don't have a left turn signal in the front. We'll talk about the front grille, the clip. That's not a 2000. That is not a 2000 front end. This is a 2005, 6 front grille and headlight setup. Kind of what we did a few months back, or a month back on the 7.3. We cut out and put the 2005 headlights in that grill over there, but we didn't do the grill. Somebody actually did the whole conversion on this one. So I'm thinking their adapters have a loose connection or something. I'm not 100% sure, but we don't have a left turn signal. It'll work every once in a while, so I'm gonna go finish the oil change, and we'll go take a look at that turn signal. Alrighty, guys, so we got 6 quarts. In my opinion, that is not enough oil for one of these V10s. I don't know what Ford was thinking. I know that this is a really good engine and that they haven't had any problems, but 7 or 8 quarts would have been a little bit better, because these engines are known to use a little bit of oil. I was a little bit low. So this is normal for a Triton V10. Listen to this when you start it after an oil change. Don't freak out. If it'll do it. Most of them do. My van does it every time with the 4.6 in it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up and show you it. It's gonna dry start really bad. This one actually didn't dry start really bad. I mean, it did a little bit, but not as bad as my van does. I can tell you right now, it sounds a lot quieter with the new oil. Before I'd cold start it, you could hear chatter underneath of it pretty good. I always know when my van starts to do that, it's time for an oil change. I only run at 3,000 miles, but sometimes I don't make it to 3,000 before it starts chattering, so. So loyal. We need a new serpentine belt. It's making noise, and it's got some cracks in it already. Man, oh man, are we gonna need a coolant system flush. It's actually pretty clean, guys. It's just that bottle looks nasty. So, pros and cons of a V10. Everybody that says that these engines can't pull are full of shit. I have pulled a little bit of weight with this thing already, and I'm very impressed. Yes, you got to get the RPMs up, and yes, you burn a lot of fuel, but I'm very impressed on how it pulls so far. I'm not impressed with the fuel economy, which I knew was going to be horrible. I do like my Excursion though, and the barn doors in the back are actually growing on me. Believe it or not, I was at the grocery store the other day, and I'm like, okay, I like the barn doors now because you don't have the tailgate in your way when you're loading groceries, and you can only open one side, tuck the groceries in there, good to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to find my tripod, get this camera charged up. It's not doing very good on battery life. I'm gonna let that warm up. I'm gonna check the rest of the fluids, top any off if need be. And let's get to pulling that light out and trying to fix that connection problem. Get our turn signals back. I've almost gotten a wreck because my turn signal doesn't work. Dumb. Alright guys, I'll catch you in a minute. Anyway guys, I'm really frustrated. So this light don't just come out easy because of this concoction. This grill, somebody had cut this grill to fit, and then they had bolted it up. You have to take the dang bumper off. You gotta take the dang bumper off just to get the headlight out of this stupid conversion. It wasn't done right. They didn't get the they didn't get the right bumper for this. They didn't force everything together, but it looks good. Don't get me wrong, whoever cut it and put this grill and lights in this truck, they did a good job. The problem is I can't get to the screws without lowering the bumper down. It's really frustrating. Just to get the headlight assembly out is gonna be a pain in the butt. There we go. Just gotta loosen the bumper and slide it down. Alright guys. Horrible job, guys. Horrible job. So what they did wrong, they cut that way too much right here. They absolutely didn't cut this right at all. This is that's really disappointing. They foobarred that one pretty big. That's very disappointing. If you're tuning into this video and you're wanting to put this style of headlight in a 99, 2000, 2001, gosh, you gotta get out of the wind. 2001, 2002, go watch my video on how I cut that header piece out. That'll be in the description below. I think it's called the header piece, core support, the fiberglass piece. Go check that video out of how I cut it out. There's a template I think I show on there.
There's ways to do this without screwing that piece up, and that's just a hack job. It pisses me off. Somebody didn't know what they were doing. Because now we're, you know, I mean, it's got some support over here, but gosh, that really ticks me off. We're gonna have to hunt down a new header piece and cut it the right way, or I'm gonna have to just find the header piece for an 05 and convert this with the right way and get another grill. They cut this grill to fit the 99 2000 bumper, which is fine. I mean, it looks good. They did a really good job, but the way they rebolted the grill, it's really hard to take the grill off too. Looks good. Not happy though. Not happy. We could just find a different bumper or a new grill and do it the right way. Just do a whole new. That's gonna be later down the road. It always looks good on paper when you buy something, and you always get into somebody else's project and say, nah, it could have been done a different way, and this is definitely looking like that. We got the bumper loose already, and I'm thinking about putting the Cort tow package on this, on the front of this. What do y'all think? I'm not going to do it today. It was either going to go on the dually, but it's up in the air if I'm selling the dually or not. So maybe I should wait and see if I'm going to keep the dually, because if I keep the dually, I'd want my winch mount on it. But this has got a lift on it, and I'll probably be getting myself into some more stickier situations with this excursion. I don't know. I don't know. And all that work, everything's back together and it's working again. Kind of a boring day, but I think I got the bumper realigned. I wanted to show you guys this real quick. You can see the grill is cut right here in that bottom bar. You got 1, 2, 3 full bars, and then that bottom one's cut off, and then they trim this. I just found this out today, because if you actually go look at an 05, see how big this is? So they all they had to do is grab a bumper off of one of these, and that would have fit just fine, but these bumpers look better than those bumpers anyway. I don't know. Now it's gonna bug me, and I'm gonna have to fix it, because now that you can see it, you can just see it's different. Anyway, I just wanted to share that.